What's up everybody, my name's Luke Martin. I'm a Canadian YouTuber, traveler, and seafood lover. And today I'm making a video about the top 5 Taiwanese seafoods. There is an abundance of seafoods available here in Taiwan, fresh and delicious with a wide variety. So I'm going to be taking you around the seafood market here to show you my top 5 favorite seafoods to try in Taiwan. Make sure if you haven't already to subscribe to TaiwanPlus's YouTube channel. Let's go eat some seafood. It is absolutely packed here at the fish market, and a clear indication that Taiwanese love their fresh seafood. You can find imported seafoods and of course lots of local seafoods, all kinds of different colorful fish, squids, crabs, crustaceans, you name it, they've got it here. Wow, this place is so cool. Number 5 on the top 5 seafoods in Taiwan is this guy right here, squid. You can have it in a lot of different ways. In the West, we like to have calamari, fried squid, but one of my favorite ways to have it, and one of the quickest ways to eat it, street food style, is grilled squid. So grilled squid is a popular Taiwanese street food and one of my favorites for seafood street foods. And this little stall is making it up fresh, grilled with a little bit of sesame on top and some, you can order it with spice or not spice, and you can see the entire squid flattened out like that. Tentacles, whole body. Let's give it a try. Oh, it gets nice and soft when they cook it like that. It's super smoky too, with a couple little burnt ends, a little bit spicy, and they've also put some white pepper on there too. Still has that typical squid bounciness texture to it. Oh, actually that's really good. Let's try some of these tentacles. Yum. They're almost caramelized. It tastes like, oh, that's good. Yum. Number 4 on the top 5 seafoods in Taiwan, crabs. Here at this market, you can get all kinds of different varieties of crabs. Taiwanese people especially like to enjoy the crab roe, but one way that you can have them street food style is fried soft shell crabs. Every seafood from the market can be enjoyed deep fried, but soft shell crabs are one of the most popular, so you can actually eat the shell of this particular species of crab. So they deep fry it first and then they mix it with basil, and here is the final result, and also sprinkle with a little bit of Taiwanese spice. Let's try this out. It's seriously crunchy. Wow. I love the fresh basil flavor, and there's a little bit of five spice, a little bit of salt and white pepper as well. And although it's crunchy, it doesn't get like caught in your throat or anything. The shells, I mean, you can eat it. It really isn't too bad to eat. Actually, it's got a beautiful crunch to it. That is an awesome way to enjoy fresh Taiwanese crabs. Yum. Number 3 on the top 5 seafoods in Taiwan, oysters. Of course, enjoyed raw, you know, shuck it open, a little bit of lemon juice, maybe some Tabasco sauce. That is delicious. And look at these huge plump ones right here. Or if you'd like some smaller ones, you can just get a huge bag of them. But one of the most popular ways to have them here in Taiwan are oyster omelets. oyster omelet starts with a fried egg and then a couple juicy, plump oysters on top of that. And then he covers it in a starchy batter with a little bit of greens, and then finally tops it off with this thick sauce. This is definitely not a popular way to eat it in the West, but here in Taiwan, oyster omelet might be the most famous oyster dish of them all. And here is the final product. You can see it is just swimming in that sauce. It's almost like an omelet, but because of that starchy batter that he added, it has this really kind of unique texture. You see that? Almost like snotty, but in the best way possible. And that kind of ketchup-y looking sauce on top. Let's see if I can find, oh yeah, no problem finding lots of oysters there. At the fish market, you're gonna have lots of oysters in your oyster omelet. They do not hold back. As you might expect, it has that really gooey kind of chewiness to it, and then those fresh oysters inside. The flavor is mainly coming from that sauce on top, which is a little bit tangy, almost like a ketchup, but it's all about that fresh oyster inside. And look, this place really loads you up. There is a lot of oysters in there. Look at them all in there. Huge ones too. Look at the size of that oyster. And that is why I love Taiwanese seafood. So fresh, so abundant. Number 2 on the top 5 seafoods in Taiwan, fish. Probably the most typical of them all. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of different species of fish here in Taiwan, and hundreds of different ways to prepare and enjoy a fresh fish. But one unique way here in Taiwan is fish balls. So I'm gonna go try fish ball soup. To make a fish ball, you need the fish paste. So it's basically just a mashed down fish, and then you're able to mix it with all kinds of different ingredients. You can have them fried, or like at this place, have it in a soup. So they've mixed the fish paste to make these balls with different fillings. I can't tell you what's inside of all of them, but I can tell you that they look delicious, and it's served in this nice broth here. So let me go in for this one right here. A little bit golden color to it. It's very bouncy, or as they say here in Taiwan, QQ. It's really got that kind of resistance to it when you chew on it. The soup that it's served in is just a simple fish broth with some green onions and a nice fresh seafood flavor to it. I think that one doesn't have anything special inside, so let me go in for one more. I can see this one looks like there's been some green onions placed inside of that fish paste when they made the fish ball. Let's try it. That is super satisfying too. Number 1 on the top 5 seafoods in Taiwan is tuna, and my favorite way to have tuna, raw or sashimi. Of course, very famous in Japan, but also very famous here in Taiwan. There is an abundance of tuna living in the waters around Taiwan, so you can have fresh tuna sashimi here in Taiwan. Fresh tuna sashimi is one of the joys of life, and this massive platter for only 200 Taiwan dollars. Grab a little bit of wasabi, try out some of this fresh stuff right here. Oh yeah. Oh. Melt in your mouth. There's no other way to describe it. Completely disintegrates. And this isn't even the fattiest version. This is kind of the leaner cut, and it's still so ridiculously soft. When you get fresh tuna like this, it doesn't need anything. You don't even need the wasabi or the soy sauce. You can just eat it like that. The flavor is buttery and creamy. Oh, it is so good. But with a little bit of wasabi, it kind of gives it a little kick that complements it really nice. Look at that thick cut right there. Wow. Oh, that is addicting. So that was the top 5 seafoods in Taiwan and some of my favorite ways to enjoy them. As I said, Taiwan is a seafood paradise. You can find all kinds of different fresh seafoods at these seafood markets, at street food stalls and restaurants all across Taiwan. Make sure if you haven't already to subscribe to TaiwanPlus's YouTube channel. There's going to be a lot of great content like this video coming out soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.